Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will be looking at who is thinking of you constantly and why. This should be an interesting topic. In a moment I'm going to be shuffling the cards and asking the universe which singers will be representing our piles today. But firstly, let me remind you that I also do Aquarius energy check-ins on a weekly basis. So if you are an Aquarius, keep a lookout for those videos. Unfortunately, I can't read for every sign as I haven't the time. I wish I did, but I just haven't. And I've chosen Aquarius because I'm an Aquarius myself. Also, bear in mind that these are general readings, so please take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. With that being said, let's get started with this reading. So like I said, I will be asking the universe which singer will be representing each pile. You can choose whichever singer you feel drawn to the most. You might be already a fan of theirs, maybe you have things in common with them, or you might even like the background story, which I will give you after we have chosen the singers. You can skip this part by finding the timestamps in the comment section or in the description of the video. But the descriptions are quite fun. I will do a little slideshow as well for you, so hopefully you will enjoy them. Now let's see who we are going to get today. This is the exciting part because I never know which one we will be getting. Hopefully it's a one we haven't had already. Oh, here we go. Oh, Madonna. We haven't had her yet. And I do love Madonna, so I'm very pleased about that. Let's see what else. Oh, we have John Cage. I've already done one with John Cage, but he is brilliant and a very interesting character. And we have James Brown. That's another new one. So first up, Madonna. Crash landing into the fertile landscape of 1980s pop with the force of an asteroid, Madonna was the most consistently controversial mainstream American pop star since Elvis. Her mix of grooves, softcore eroticism, religious provocation and taboo-busting videos smashed genre boundaries and infiltrated the male-dominated stronghold of MTV with unapologetic representations of female fantasy and empowerment. Madonna's enduring success proves that willpower, a tireless work ethic and a flair for subversion and reinvention can be as lucrative as raw talent when it comes to sustaining a career. She has always made her own look, tapping into our fantasies of glamour and spirituality and sexual fulfillment. And now we have John Cage. John Cage revolutionized modern music through his incorporation of unconventional instrumentation and the idea that the act of creation could be dictated by chance and indeterminacy. Deeply influenced by Asian philosophies, he questioned the very concepts of melody, harmony, and the organization of sound, choosing to rethink and remake traditional methods of performance and composition. Cage's approach may have been unorthodox and experimental, but his playfulness, irony and sense of humour ensured that his work was anything but austere and academic. His art taught the world that music can be anything, not just sound, but silence too. And last but not least, we have James Brown. Many extraordinarily talented artists may have followed in his wake, but it was James Brown who kicked down the door, releasing the all-conquering force that is soul and its multiple, ever mutating offshoots thereby changing the sonic landscape of the modern world forever. He was an electrifying icon of self-determination, the swaggering godfather of soul, the co-creator and prime mover of funk, and the guiding spirit of hip-hop and R&B. His monumental presence, defiance, and raging ego drove him from a childhood of desperate poverty all the way to the top, and then way, way, way over the top. So those are our singers today. Please take a moment to choose which one you feel drawn to. If you need more time, you can pause the video. The timestamps are in the comment section or in the description. I'll see you soon. Hello, if you are here, you have selected card number 1, which was Madonna. And what a brilliant choice as well, I have to say. So first off, we will be getting the tarot cards and seeing who is thinking about you, and then I will also look at why they are thinking about you. Maybe we can see what they are thinking about. So the first section will give you some clues, so hopefully you can guess who this person is. It will be things like their character, their personality, maybe a little bit about their story that they have with you. I'm not sure. Let's just see what comes out with the tarot cards. I'll also be getting some initials at the end as well, so stay tuned for that. Here we go. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. Oh, we have the 7 of Cups in the reverse position. Oh, that was quick. We have the Magician, and that is Gemini and Virgo energy. Okay, so the first thing I'm picking up is that this is someone who wants to get ahead in life, and they feel that they can do this on their own and by any means necessary. They get comfort from their accomplishments and their possessions and also their status. They think success means what you have around you in regards to career and also how you appear on the outside world. They are someone who is content in life. They think that they have all that they need and there is no room for anything or anyone else. This person is independent, but also lonely. They look good on paper and might have met goals and reached their achievements in life, but there's only so much comfort possessions or status can bring. They do enjoy tending to their own little world and making sure that they stay on top. I'm also getting that they might have recently achieved something, and I see that they haven't always played fair either. This person has their own best interests at heart. They might have done things that they aren't proud of in life to level up. And they seem to be someone who will do whatever it takes to get ahead of others and make sure that they are okay, even if it means treating others unfairly or cheating in some way. I do think that they realise what they have done now, and they are going through a realisation in life. They know that they are no winners in this game, and maybe they have pushed you away as well. That's another message I'm picking up. It's very specific, so it won't resonate for all of you, but they could have pushed you away in order to level up somehow, or maybe treated you unfairly. Maybe you were a threat to them, or perhaps not what they visioned in their perfect little world. They might have also thought that they don't need you, And for others, this is someone who treated you bad so that they could come out on top, and now they are feeling really bad about this. I also see that this person can be quite indecisive. They do struggle with their conscience and they don't want to make the wrong path. They do want to try and appear like a good person, or even they want to change their ways and become a good person. But either way, I see them struggling to make a decision and they don't know which one to choose right now. They seem to be indecisive about something. They are worried that they will make the wrong choice and they do feel overwhelmed with this, but at the same time they just want to get to the point and just stop the over analysing and second guessing. I see them as a cut through person and they do just want to get things done. They can be someone who thinks logically and likes to problem solve. They analyse everything though, and in order to choose the best route of action for them. I see them really focusing on the situation between you and them, and they are trying to find the right solution. I see that they can also be a resourceful person. They are able to problem solve and can be very creative. They often have new ideas and they definitely are trying to think of new ways to make things right with you or to approach you. They don't want to mess things up, and I think this might be a delicate matter, so this is why they are taking extra care with it. I also think they have the power of manifestation and new opportunities just seem to come to this person. They are quite lucky in that regard, and they may also be wanting something new, maybe trying to put their talents to work to try and create something new for themselves. They are tactical and they like to think about everything before they make a move. Now I'm going to see why this person is thinking of you. Hopefully we can tap inside their head and get what they're thinking about to give you a few more clues here. I'll also be getting some messages from this person as well. If this is resonating for you, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Let me know. I do enjoy reading the comments. Oh, here we go. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay. Oh, that was quick. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse position. Oh, we have two. We have the Four of Swords and the Devil. That is Capricorn energy. Okay. Now we will get some messages from this person and go a little deeper here to get a better idea of what's going on. Okay, we have three. You and I were too young. We have, I know that I crossed a line with you and I don't react when people mention you. Oh dear. Was this someone who treated you unkind? It seems that they have a lot of regrets now. And I do think that they don't let on that they feel bad about this either. It could definitely be someone from your past. And I think they blame their age for this as well. I think they feel that they were immature and that's why they treated you how they did. So I also think that they have had a wake-up call and they now see things through mature eyes. They see what they did wrong and they feel inspired to try and build bridges because their guilt and their mind is just too much. They want to cleanse. They do think about you a lot. You just pop up randomly in their head. And they have had this vision of random self-awareness, like they've had a self-realization. And they think the best way to deal with this would be to try and fix it, but they aren't sure how. They just know that they want to open up communication with you And it's like they feel like they didn't know any better in the past. I do think they may have grown a little as a person and now they see their mistakes. They do feel bad for what they did. I think for some of you, this was someone who maybe treated you bad so they could come out on top, and maybe they let you down. It could have been someone who broke your trust, and now they see how good of a person you were to them and that you didn't deserve to be treated that way at all. They might have realised that you were someone who should have stayed in their life and they miss you. That's very specific. It won't resonate for you all. They might have also been trying to seek shortcuts in life. Maybe doing you wrong was a way of them levelling up, reaching the top faster. They do feel guilty though. I know I keep saying it, but that's the cards I'm getting here. And they do wish things could be different. They might have had a falling from grace. Maybe they tried to be someone who they weren't and found that the grass wasn't always greener on the other side. I don't think they told you what you meant to them, and now they want to rest and they want to heal. They've made some bad choices in life and they are trying to break free from these negative influences around them. Maybe they are in a place where they don't want to be and they just want to recover from this and trying to get back to how things used to be. For some of you, this person could have gone through an addiction or maybe some unhealthy choices, and now they just want to heal from this. They know that you will be the person to help them heal because you were a good asset in their life. You were someone who was a good influence and someone who kept them on the straight and narrow maybe. Either way, I think that something has a hold of them or did have a hold of them. Maybe it was their greed to level up, and maybe that's why they treated you how they did. And now they just want to heal and move forward. They want to rest up and cut the ties, really. I think they also want to stop negative self-talk. Maybe they feel really bad and they just keep beating themselves up about what happened. They want to release this now. They just want to break the chains because they are trapped in their own stories. You are definitely in their head constantly and they just want to cut the strings now. This is probably why they want to reach out. They just want closure, really. They want to heal old wounds so they can stop the negative self-talk and forgive themselves, because I think they do struggle with that. Now we will get some initials for this person. I think they definitely want to make healthier choices now and try and be a better person or a better version of themselves. Okay, so we have a few here. We'll just adjust them. Sorry, I've got a cold. So we have D, B, R, W, M, J, P, E, K, and Q. I think that's all of them. Forgive me. Oh, did I say A? I think I did. Okay, now let's see what element is in their big three. That's their sun, moon, or rising. Okay. We have Earth. That is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So I hope you've enjoyed your reading today, as I have. I do these readings every week, as well as energy check-ins for the sign of Aquarius. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and a little comment. As I'm a small channel, it really helps the algorithm to pick up the video and to push it to other people who need to hear the messages. So I thank you for that. If you decide to subscribe, I'd like to personally welcome you here, and I can't wait to read for you again. Love and light to all of you. See you soon. Have a great week. Hello, if you are here, you've selected card number 2, which was John Cage. So we will start off with the tarot cards. I will ask who is the person who is thinking about you constantly. We will get some clues as to who this person is, so hopefully you can recognize them. And then we will go a little further and see why this person is thinking of you, tap into their head a little bit and see hopefully what they are thinking about. And at the end, I will get some initials for this person to help you a little further see who it might be. So without further ado, let's get started with your reading. Please bear in mind this is a general reading and it will not resonate for all of you, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind for someone else. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that little like button as well. It will help the video to reach other people and it will be very much appreciated. Oh, we have a flipper. We have the Fool card. That is Aquarius energy. Oh, another major arcana. We have the Sun. That is Leo energy. And we have the Princess of Cups, also known as the Page. That one came straight out there. We have the Ten of Cups in the reversed position. Okay, let's just adjust these a little bit. Tidy them up. Right. So the first thing I am picking up is that this is someone who likes an adventure. They may be starting a new path. Maybe they are feeling optimistic about where the future is taking them, or they are on a journey right now, which is something brand new to them. It's the beginning of a new story. They are definitely someone who has taken a chance with something. Maybe they are someone who is willing to just take that leap of faith regardless of what the consequences are. They could also have a dog as well, with there being a dog in the card there. That's just something I picked up. And I also get that they can be quite naive. They do have a carefree kind of energy coming through. Maybe they are a young person or someone who just goes wherever the wind will take them. I think they do go with the flow and they do take risks. I'm definitely getting a young and carefree energy here. They may be trying to find what will make them happy in life, and I see that with the Sun card here, which is next to the Fool. Maybe their journey has led them to happiness, or that's what they're trying to chase. They do enjoy travelling. They could have moved recently as well. I just get an excitable energy that likes to explore and see what new things will come their way. They are definitely optimistic about the future. They are a happy person and they like to spread positive vibes. I don't think they are someone who dwells too much on the consequences of their actions or the finer details in life. They are happy-go-lucky and they enjoy spreading positivity. They are a positive person and they do enjoy a good time and a laugh. If this person isn't a young person, then they certainly come across that way. They do have a dream and a vision, but I do think they find it hard taking things seriously. They do seem to be someone who chases after their happiness and does what makes them happy. But they do kind of have their head in the clouds a little bit as well. When it comes to matters of the heart, they are quite immature about this and they are unable to take things seriously. It's like they kind of chase the fairy tale or have this idea in their head that love is all rainbows and roses when really it isn't. And this will be a downfall for them because everyone knows relationships do have ups and downs and sometimes you do need to be serious as well. They are a spontaneous person and they are full of surprises. In their head it's filled with dreams and wonder and excitement and fairy tales. They do daydream and they have a lot of youthful energy about them. I do think they are a naive person, and especially in romance. I see that they have a lot of big ideas and dreams, and they are excited to see what happens, but they aren't really thinking of consequences. And when it comes to commitment or taking things seriously, that is their downfall. I can see here that they have had some relationships that have struggled. There has been a breakdown in communication, maybe some disputes which they have been involved with. I also see that they do have their head in the clouds a lot, and they have a lot of unrealistic expectations, or they could also feel that someone has unrealistic expectations of them, so they are expecting too much when they really just want to have a good time. Perhaps their idea of life and love hasn't matched what's in their dreams. It's just not realistic. It can also be someone who has a vision of you and them together, but it hasn't turned out how they wanted it to. Or it could be someone who you were with, but you found them to be too immature and you were unable to grow with them as a person because they can't take life seriously, and they weren't being very supportive with you. They weren't being very mature about things. Now let's see why this person is thinking of you. They have followed their heart and been left disappointed somehow. The first card out is the Three of Pentacles. Second is the Hermit. That is Virgo energy. We have the Judgment in reverse. That is Libra energy. Now we will get some messages from them to go a little deeper. Oh, they have a lot to say here. Okay. We'll just adjust them and see what we have. I see. Okay, we have, I want to tell you how I feel. You came closer than anyone. They were really hung up on you. We also have, I want to feel that way again. Maybe sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I hid who I really am from you, and we need to let each other go. Oh dear. They definitely struggle with expressing themselves. And I think that's down to their level of maturity when it comes to relationships and their feelings. They haven't really got a grip of how they feel or how to express themselves. But you really left a mark on this person. They did feel really close to you, even if they hid how they felt. They just struggle with the words and they don't really know how to say things to you. They are trying to let you go as well because this is just too heavy for them. They do lie awake and think of you. They are definitely, you are in their head, definitely, and they even struggle to sleep. Now let's see what we have here. We have the Three of Pentacles. They think about how can they make things work with you. They want to work things out and they want to cooperate with you. And for those of you who were in a connection with this person, they wonder how they can make things right and how they can work alongside with you and put more energy and effort into this to match your energy and effort. Because I do think, especially if they are being immature, they didn't put enough energy into this, and maybe it was all one-sided, and that just isn't good. They realise this now. They definitely know that they have messed up, and I think they have gone through a period of self-realisation. They've had to look within and they've had to see what they don't want to see, so they now see their flaws. And it's made them come up with a conclusion that they just weren't pulling their weight in the connection. I do think they have looked within and they've tried to seek answers for themselves. They definitely watch you from afar. So if you have social media, they are definitely watching you. They may have even withdrew from the connection or tried to take themselves away from everything going on around them just so they can get some guidance and look at things more closely. They are looking at their path really and analysing their journey so far. They're trying to find a logical solution, and I think it begins with what's inside of them. They are trying to fix themselves, and they do realise that they didn't give you the true version of themselves. They weren't able to make the correct judgments or think clearly because they were mature, and they had their head in the clouds, let's face it. And I think they were hiding behind a mask. Being open and honest was too vulnerable for them. They didn't like that feeling and they weren't able to handle it. So I think they gave you a version of themselves that they wanted you to see, but kept the real them hidden. And now they kind of wish that they showed you who they truly were. I also see that they are lying to themselves and trying to project an image of feeling okay and being a happy person when really they aren't. If you were wondering if someone has moved on, then the answer is a big no. They haven't. They do think about you even if they don't show it. They do struggle to show people who they are and how they feel, but I think you did come really close. I think the connection with you was the closest one that they have ever had, really, and they just can't stop thinking about it. They think that they have messed this up and they have missed out for sure. But they realise this now. They've definitely gone through an awakening and they see their faults and what they did wrong. I think they might be insecure and they do hide behind a smile. They do think that they need to let you go, but they can't. You definitely left a mark. Now let's see their initials. Oh goodness, we have a few. Let's just adjust these here. Okay. Okay, so we have COIDR, another C, EPHSNVJ, and another R. So a strong R energy there. Now we're going to get the element which is in their big three. That is their sun, moon, or their rising. Okay, we have Earth. That is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So I hope that you have enjoyed this reading today like I have. Please don't forget to drop a little like and a comment. It will help the algorithm to pick up this video and push it out further. As I am quite a small channel still, it would really help and be appreciated. If you choose to subscribe to the channel, I'd like to personally welcome you and thank you for that. I do these readings every week as well as energy check-ins for the sign of Aquarius, so I do hope to see you back. So love and light to all of you. Have a great week. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back. If you are here, you selected card number 1 and that was James Brown. So firstly, we will look at your tarot cards to get some clues as to who is thinking of you constantly. These will be clues like their personality, their character, perhaps a little bit about the story of you and them, just to give you some kind of idea of who this person is to help you recognize them. Then we will look at why this person is thinking about you, maybe tap into their head a little bit and see what they're thinking about, hopefully. And at the end, I'll get some initials for this person to help you further in recognizing who this person is. Just a reminder, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. So let's begin with your reading. Oh, that one fell out there. See if it comes out again. We have a flipper. We have the King of Wands. Oh, that was quick. We have two. We have the Four of Cups and the Prince of Pentacles. That's also known as the Knight. And we have the Princess of Wands. That is known as the Page. Okay. So the first thing I'm picking up is this person is someone who has either built up their kingdom and has been quite successful. They have leadership qualities and a high drive for success. Or if they haven't already accomplished great things, then this is someone who has big ideas and they are on their way to creating this successful life for themselves. They aren't someone who will just settle for the norm. They want more and they want to be recognized as a person of authority and someone who is a go-getter. They have very big goals and they have a vision for their future. This is someone who wants more than just the ordinary. They want to achieve greatness and they have a fire inside of them and plenty of big ideas to achieve this. They are determined and they are very creative and a passionate person. They are passionate about their vision and they have their mind focused on this. But although they do have the qualities of a leader and a successful person, they have a lot of great qualities to achieve this, but somehow they have been left disappointed. Sometimes in life our goals don't work out how we want them to the first time. And I see here that they aren't satisfied with how things have gone. They don't want anything less than what they see in their head. They are a very passionate and an ambitious person, as we said before. And when things don't go how they plan it, I see that they are quite frustrated about this. They've definitely gone through something disappointing lately. And maybe their plans for the future just didn't go as well as they'd hoped. I see that they may be or have been sulking or feeling frustrated because they didn't get what they want in a situation. They seem to be someone who is too busy. Sorry if you can hear my crazy cat in the background. They seem to be someone who is too busy focusing on what's lost or perhaps what they haven't got rather than seeing what they actually have got. They could even be stuck on a past situation and not noticing what they can have instead. Or it can also indicate someone who is bored with the stability of life and they just want something more out of life. Because with the Prince of Pentacles, this is someone who is very driven by career mainly and wanting something stable for their foundations. I do see them chasing finances. Maybe they want to be successful, or they could also just be chasing some kind of stability or planting seeds for the future that they know will be built to last. There is a lot of determined energy here. They are planning for the future as well, and they are making slow and steady steps towards their goal. The Prince of Pentacles is the slowest moving card in the deck, but he takes his time because he wants to make sure that everything is done correctly. They are definitely a hard worker and they have a goal in mind. I know I'm repeating myself, but literally most of the cards here are saying that this person is determined and they definitely want to achieve high things in life. They can also be someone who has a lot of sides to their personality, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just we have 3 court cards out of 4. With the Princess of Wands, I see them pursuing a new adventure. They are exploring. I see that they are wanting to bring their ideas to life, and they are a very passionate person. They are heading for what they desire, and that is their driving force. They could be learning a new skill or perhaps making use of a talent that they already have. I do see them exploring new avenues and following their dreams. They are inspired to go after what they want in life, and if this is not about a career, it's certainly something that will strengthen their foundations so they can have some security for the future. Now let's see why this person is thinking about you. Let's get inside their head. Oh, that was quick there. We had the 8 of Pentacles trying to come out. Let's see if it comes out again. Right, we have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse position. Oh, we went all over the room. We have the Knight of Swords. And then we have the 10 of Wands. I think the 8 of Pentacles was about them learning a new thing, and it is basically a card saying that they are learning and they are putting new skills to the test. That one flew. Okay, so for your messages from them, we have, I left when I saw you with someone and I regret lying to you. Oh, this is interesting. Maybe this is someone from your past. Okay, you speak to me through music. I'm so attracted to you. The timing just wasn't right for us. So I'm kind of getting that this person liked you but didn't really want to be honest about that. Maybe you were with someone else and they weren't sure if they should admit their feelings for you. I know that's very specific, but that's just a message that popped into my head. It won't resonate for all of you, of course. If it was for you, I think the new adventure or the passion that they are chasing is you. Maybe they have seen that it didn't work out with you and that other person, or maybe they just want to be open about things now. They are very attracted to you though, and they could have lied in the past. Maybe you ended on bad terms. Maybe this was someone from your younger days and they just weren't ready for that type of connection. Maybe they were immature about things. So with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse position, they may have found it hard to cooperate with you. Maybe it could even be a colleague for some of you. Perhaps it was hard to work together and you just couldn't see eye to eye or get on the same page. It could be any kind of connection really, but it's definitely a connection that has struggled, and I see that listening was a problem. There was a need to listen more and you both just couldn't get a grip of where you were coming from. Maybe they were selfish and too focused on other things. I see them overthinking about how things were with you. They weren't able to be open and honest with you, and they found it hard to connect with their own emotions. And now they see that if they had done things differently, things might be different and they wouldn't have turned out how it did. I think they feel that they messed things up and they missed out. And it's the classic should-have, would-have, could-haves which keep coming up in their mind. They might have acted a bit like a drama king as well. Maybe someone who spits their dummy out if things don't go their way. They may be feeling triggered right now, or perhaps they were triggered and things just ended sourly with you. You might be moving on and they don't like that. This is why they can't stop thinking about you, and this is why they are feeling triggered now. Either way, they just can't get you out of their mind, and they find these thoughts to be a burden and they are weighing them down. They keep thinking that it was really hard to work alongside you and to work things out. But I also feel that this is a problem on their end and they just aren't mature enough to be in touch with their own emotions. They can come across as childish, and sometimes they don't know how to express themselves maturely, so they have tantrums. They do feel like the weight of the world is on their shoulders and they feel overwhelmed. I think emotions do overwhelm this person. They want to lighten the load and maybe just get things off their chest. I see that they either want to tell you how they feel and try to work things out so they can release this, or they want to try and shift the blame onto you, so they keep trying to think of how things could have been your fault instead of theirs, so they don't feel so weighed down with this energy. They just want it to be less heavy on them, and they do overthink. This is hard work for them. Now let's get some initials. We will just adjust them here. We have quite a few. Oh, and a bit of fluff. So we have M or W, N, Q, F, L, V, P, X, G, R, W or M again, another R, C, and Z. Now we will look at the element in their big three. That's their sun, moon or rising. Oh, there we go. So we have fire. That is Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. So I would like to thank you for watching this reading. If you've enjoyed it as much as I have, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and a little comment. That will help the algorithm to pick this video up and it will be pushed out to other new people as well, which would be brilliant, and I thank you for that. Also, if you do choose to subscribe, I would like to personally welcome you. And again, thank you. Oh, we have G. Yeah, definitely strong G energy. And if you sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Where was I? Yes, if you choose to subscribe, I do these readings weekly as well as energy check-ins for the sign of Aquarius. So please stay tuned for them. And I can't wait to read for you again. I hope you have a lovely week and I'll see you soon. Love and light to all of you. Take care. Bye for now.